Welcome back to Blacks in Motion. And like I said before the break, we're actually going to talk a little basketball. We're going to see if we can pit against each other Michael Jordan and LeBron James. We all know a lot of people like to debate this, but just recently in Michael Jordan's flight camp, he addressed the question. And his answer was, no question. There's no question that I would have been able to beat LeBron James one-on-one in his prime. And you know what? A lot of people out there agree. So what did Clif do? I set up my own little system right now where we're going to grade a few areas of a one-on-one basketball game and see who comes out on top. So the categories that we're going to look at today are shooting, defense, ball handling, physicality, and that X factor, the killer instinct. And we're going to see which guy comes out on top. So let's go ahead and dive right in. One-on-one shooting, we all know the better shooter is Michael Jordan. That guy ended up developing range later on in his career, even out to the three-point line. LeBron has a little bit more way to go in developing his shot on a more consistent basis, even though he is a much better shooter than most people will give him credit for. Moving on to defense, I'm going to have to tip the scales toward LeBron James. Why? Because he's bigger, he's long, he's fast, and he can guard anybody one-on-one, up in their face or even in the low post. I think Michael Jordan would give up a little bit in size to LeBron James on the defensive side of the ball in a one-on-one game. Now, ball handling. Because Michael Jordan was more of a natural guard than LeBron James, we're going to give the favor to him in ball handling. Look, he probably was not a big trickster or anything like that, but he definitely could have the ball at his mercy because both of them can pretty much palm the ball. But Michael Jordan was a little bit more adept at handling the ball in the backcourt versus a LeBron James. Now, moving on to physicality, we're not even going to spend no much time on this. 6'8", 275 pounds, runs like a gazelle, LeBron James. I don't care what anybody says. Now, I will say this. Michael Jordan was a much more superior athlete than people may remember and know. You know, they didn't call him air and flight for nothing. But against a LeBron James, he just loses. Now, the last one, because the count right now is 2 for LeBron and 2 for Michael Jordan. That killer instinct, that winning instinct, that do anything to get the job done, that goes over to MJ, his airness. That's right, Michael Jordan. I don't think that he would ever let his team lose if he felt that he had the will and enough gumption inside of him to make his team be successful. And I think it would even be worse in a one-on-one basketball game for all the bragging rights as being the best player of all time in basketball. Yeah, MJ's going to do that thing. So, yeah, you know, I hear arguments all the time that, of course, MJ would win. He's the best player of all time. Some people can make an argument about that. But, hey, in this case, one-on-one with LeBron James, he would make LeBron look just a little bit foolish. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. But I tell you one thing. You probably have to go to the video games to see it because we'll never see it in real life. And that sucks. But, hey, maybe you think I got it totally wrong. Maybe you think LeBron is too big for Michael Jordan. Maybe you think that LeBron is a much better shooter than Michael Jordan. Either way, I want to hear from you. I really want to hear from you on this topic. Go ahead and contact me, clif@blackvideonews.com. And as always, like this video and stay logged on and love us right here at Blacks in Motion.